Have you ever sat in a cramped office corner, surrounded by towering desktops, tangled cables, and a constant hum of fans drowning out your focus? What if I told you there's a way to replace that entire cluttered setup with a single, whisper-quiet box the size of a paperback novel? One that can power three 4K monitors, crunch through spreadsheets like a champ, and still sip power like a laptop. That's not a fantasy. That's the HP Prodesk 400 Mini PC, and today we're putting it through the ringer to see if it lives up to the hype. Let's be real. Most mini PCs promise big performance in a tiny package, but too many fall short when you actually try to use them for real work. They throttle under load, struggle with multitasking, or force you to choose between ports and performance. The Prodesk 400 Mini isn't just another good enough compact desktop. It's built for professionals who refuse to compromise. Whether you're a data analyst juggling Excel, Power BI, and a dozen browser tabs, a designer running multiple 4K displays, or an IT manager deploying dozens of these across an office, this machine is engineered to handle it all without breaking a sweat. Right out of the box, the Prodesk 400 Mini feels like a precision-engineered appliance. It's not just small, it's small, measuring just 6.97 by 6.89 by 1. 34 inches and weighing under 3 pounds. It's smaller than most textbooks and fits easily behind a monitor or under a desk. The matte black aluminum chassis isn't just sleek, it's durable, with a solid build that feels like it could survive a coffee spill. The front panel hides a single USB-C port, two USB A3, two Gen 1 ports, a headphone jack, and a power button with a satisfying click. The rear offers even more connectivity. Dual DisplayPort 1.4, HDMI 2.1, two more USB-A ports, a gigabit Ethernet jack, and even a legacy VGA port for older monitors. That's right, 3 4K displays are officially supported, and HP even includes a stand so you can mount it vertically or horizontally without extra hardware. But specs on paper don't tell the full story. Let's talk about what's under the hood. An Intel Core i7-1270T processor with 12 cores and 20 threads. That's no slouch. It's a full-fledged desktop CPU, not a mobile chip watered down for size. Paired with 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and a blazing fast 1 terabyte PC NVMe SSD, this system boots in under 10 seconds, opens large datasets instantly, and handles heavy workloads like video editing or virtualization without breaking a sweat. In real-world testing, I ran 15 Chrome tabs with multiple YouTube videos, a Zoom call, Excel with 1,000,000 rows, and a local SQL database, all at once. The Prodesk 400 Mini didn't even blink. CPU usage hovered around 40%, and the fan stayed eerily silent. That's the magic of a well-cooled mini PC with efficient architecture. Now, let's talk about the display setup. Connecting 3 4K monitors is a game-changer for productivity. I hooked up a 4K monitor via HDMI 2.1, a second via DisplayPort 1.4, and a third via the second DisplayPort. All three ran at 60 Hz with HDR enabled, delivering crisp text and vibrant colors. Whether I was editing a 4K video in Premiere Rush, designing in Figma across 2 screens, and monitoring analytics on the third, the experience was seamless. The GPU, Intel Iris say integrated graphics, isn't a gaming powerhouse, but for business use, it's more than adequate. You won't run Cyberpunk 2077 on this, but you also won't need to. But no product is perfect. The Prodesk 400 Mini does have a few trade-offs. First, while the RAM is soldered, which limits future upgrades, 32 gigabytes is plenty for most business users today and likely for the next 3 to 5 years. Second, the lack of Thunderbolt support might disappoint some power users, though USB-C with DisplayPort Alt mode covers most needs. Third, the included wired keyboard and mouse are functional but basic. Don't expect mechanical switches or ergonomic design. They're fine for office use, but if you're particular about peripherals, you want to upgrade. How does it stack up against the competition? Well, Dell's Optiplex 7000 Micro is a close rival with similar specs, but it's often pricier and lacks the Prodesk's triple display support out of the box. Lenovo's ThinkCentre M90N is another contender, but its smaller size comes with reduced cooling and performance throttling under sustained load. The Prodesk 400 Mini strikes the best balance between power, portability, and price, especially when you consider HP's business-grade reliability, 3-year limited warranty, and enterprise-friendly security features like TPM2, 0, and HP Sure View privacy screen options. So, who is this mini PC really for? It's ideal for professionals who need a powerful, quiet, and space-saving desktop without the bulk of a traditional tower. Think IT managers, financial analysts, content creators, or even home office users who want a clean, modern setup. It's not for gamers, 3D animators running Blender on ultra settings, or anyone who needs PCIe expansion cards. But for pure productivity, multitasking, and multi-monitor workflows, it's a standout. After weeks of testing, I'm convinced the HP Prodesk 400 Mini isn't just a good enough mini PC, it's a one. It delivers desktop-level performance in a package so compact, it feels like a magic trick. The silent operation, triple 4K support, and rock-solid reliability make it a top-tier choice for business users who refuse to let size limit their capabilities. If you're ready to upgrade from a cluttered desktop to a sleek, powerful, and future-proof workstation, the HP Prodesk 400 Mini is waiting. Click the link below, check today's price, and take the first step toward a cleaner, quieter, and more productive workspace. Your future self, sitting in a calm, organized office with 3 crystal-clear monitors and 0 fan noise, will thank you.